When it comes to the return of Christ, most Christians are in agreement as to the details. They agree there will be a sudden, personal, visible, bodily return of Jesus, that we should eagerly long for his return, that we do not know when he will return, and that believers will live with Christ in a new heaven and a new earth. So the question is, could he return at any time? There is much controversy over this, however. There are passages in the Bible that say certain things must first happen. I want to look at the things that must precede the return of Christ. When Jesus was asked when the end of the age would be and the signs of his return, he said in Matthew 24 and verse 6, "You will hear of wars and rumours of wars, but the end is still to come." And in verse 8, "All these are the beginnings of birth pains." Now these things have always happened throughout history. But what Jesus was saying here was that these events will come before the signs. So we should expect an intensification of these things as we enter into the last days. As we look around, I think you will agree that wars are increasing both in frequency and in intensity. I would put deception in the same category. Jesus warns us in verse 4, 5 and 11 of how deception will increase in the last days, and that we are to watch out that no one deceives us, that false prophets will appear and deceive many people. There will be a big increase in plagues in the last days. When the disciples asked Jesus of the signs of the end of the age, he said in Luke 21 and verse 11, there will be famines and pestilences in various places. Not only will there be a great increase in plagues and in their severity, there will be a great increase in persecution, particularly towards Christians. Verse 12 says, "They will lay hands on you and persecute you." Persecution against Christians is increasing all over the world. North Korea is ranked the most dangerous place in the world to be a Christian, where merely owning a Bible can result in execution. Persecution is real, affecting millions of Christians throughout the world. It will only intensify as we enter the last days. And so as Christians we are warned to expect to suffer for our faith, and whose Saviour, Jesus Christ, suffered more than any man has ever suffered. It's important to remember the words of Peter. 1 Peter 3, 14 to 15 says, "But even if you should suffer for what is right, you are blessed. Do not fear what they fear. Do not be frightened. But in your hearts set apart Christ as Lord." May God bless you and watch over you. Thank you.